Hi guys, welcome to the third episode of Man Talk TV. This is Franco from Manila. Today we're very fortunate to have a disaster preparedness consultant and doomsday prepper. He is a technical assistant to the risk reduction and continuity of operations planning of the Philippine government, a commander at the Philippine Naval Reserve Command, Philippine Navy, our friend Ferdinand Dino Juan. Hi Tito.
Hello, hello, hello. Good evening.
I think we would like to know, as somebody who is a disaster preparedness consultant and a doomsday prepper in the early stages of the lockdown. Uh, could you run us through your thoughts and how you prepared and what you were doing during that time?
Let me bring you back a few months before this.
Yes, sir.
I remember in one of my talks, you see, I handle a lot of companies in BGC. Actually, I'm the senior consultant for the whole BGC.
Okay.
And because of that position, I get to talk to a lot of corporations. And
Yes.
way back sometime, I think October, when in one of my briefing, I mentioned about pandemics.
Okay.
And I told them the exact words is just a matter of time. And somebody called me up to recall that conversation, to recall it to me and said, you remember you said it's just a matter of time? It didn't sink in. The reason I say it's just a matter of time, because we already have the SARS in the past and so on, MERS. It's just really a matter of time that because of too much travel and everything. And there's going to be something to do with, first, yung virus, no? But see, something happened between December and January. You had Taal volcano.
Yes.
For us preppers, it's like a signal from up there, from the creator. Prepare. Because suddenly, the new vocabulary was N95.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the volcano.
Yeah.
Before that, people never heard really of what's an N95.
Correct.
It's what's an N95, but we always had this in our bags, in our go bags. Even for offices, our clients have N95s. Why? Because in case of an earthquake and there's so much debris dust, alikabok, when you're trying to get home from your work, you need an N95. It's my alikabok. It's concrete jungle.
Correct.
Well, Taal happened. It was just like somebody up there was preparing us for something bigger. Taal didn't go off. Just the beginning, just like telling you guys in another way, hey, get ready. And then remember, it's COVID-19. In our security briefing, like we have a community worldwide that gives you what's going on all over the world.
Okay.
This started to make its presence felt sometime in January, February.
Yeah. But even in late 2019, I think there was already some cases. It was already building up during the time. Yeah.
But it was something like nobody really paid attention to it. Okay. Yeah. Dito sa atin, we were too busy with Taal. Okay? And then, ayan na, umpisa na, there was something going on all over the world. I mean, China, rather. And then, it's already what we call chatters. Marami na chatters sa internet within the community of disaster preppers. There's something going on. So ito na, we're here, it changed everything. And it's sad that, I tell you, most of the disasters are local. Remember that, huh?
Yes.
When I got into Tacloban to rescue, the damage of Yolanda was just the Tayas belt. Okay? It just passed through. It's local. If you get an earthquake, it's local. This is pandemic. It's nationwide. It's just worldwide. Like war.
Yeah.
And then now you have worldwide. See? So when we prepare for typhoon, we prepare for earthquake, we prepare for volcanic, we prepare for any natural or man-made. It's usually focused on a locality.
Okay.
I mean, if Taal goes off, Batangas will get affected in Laguna.
Yeah.
If Mayon goes off, that area. If we get the big one, the earthquake that we're preparing for, Metro Manila yon in parts of Region 3 and parts of it. It doesn't affect Cebu. It doesn't affect your friends in Mindanao. Correct. But this one, wala. Here's another thing that you have to understand and the viewers understand. You know why you were parang complacent? Yeah. It's because the last time our generation, kahit matanda na ako, it's counted ako doon, the last time we saw Metro Manila go down on its knees and pray,
Yeah.
or flat on its back was World War II. We never had an earthquake that destroyed Metro Manila. We never had a Yolanda that took us out by 3 months or more. Wala pa. Hindi, the Metro Manila people hasn't experienced that.
Correct.
Or they
And I
said,
think initially, kasi there was some kind of a denial, eh. Diba? If you notice, it was kind of, we were in denial, diba?
I'll be honest with you, I was one of the people in denial saying, tibay ng Pinoy. Ayaw tablan. It's probably because we eat a lot of bagong. You know, it's like, we're not getting hit by SARS. We didn't really get hit by SARS, by MERS, H1N1, bird flu, you name it. Hindi talaga tumama rito eh. And now, here comes the punch. And we were like, uh-oh. You know, it's like, here it is. See, it will change everything. Including, like, okay, let me tell you. Like, today I had a phone call from a client who has 4,000 employees.
Yes.
I'm writing their procedure on return to work because some of their branches will go back on the end of the month because hindi sila kasama doon sa extension.
ECQ, yes.
Okay? But yeah, exactly, the lockdown. But some of their branches like Metro Manila and the other main city, May 15, ano pa yun? Later pa, May 15 and so on, ano?
Yeah.
Meron mauna. So now I'm writing the procedure. Can you imagine now, you will have what you call street clothes. Maintindihan, street clothes and office clothes.
Different.
Because you don't want to be bringing in, galing ka sa streets, sumakay ka sa public, whatever, bringing it to your office.
Correct. From
shoes to clothes. Dala mo yun from the street. It could have made hawa something. It probably stepped on something. It probably somebody sneezed beside you and it's ready in your clothes.
Yeah.
Now you're going to enter an air-conditioned office.
Correct.
So writing the procedure, I think we just have to bring extra office clothes now to switch to that in the restroom before or a cubicle. Just like, you know, those dressing rooms in the mall.
Yeah.
When you fit, parang ganon. That's the only way. And then you bring your fresh clothes into that. This will change your industry, Franco.
Correct.
This will change your industry.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you'll be in an air-conditioned conference room, even if you practice a meter or 2 meters apart.
Distance, yes.
But that alikabok there in your shirt is flying all over the air conditioning.
Correct.
You don't know. You know, it's there. So it's just play safe.
So meaning you will have to prepare. You will have to prepare your clothing. You know, so you dress up and then you go to your work. And when you get to the work, you'll have to like kind of disinfect yourself and then change into new fresh clothing. And then after that, when you go home, before you go home, I guess you will also have to kind of change. You know, when you get home,
correct,
change again.
It will really depend on the number of people that you're exposed to. For instance, if you're just really in a small office and you go to your car, you don't mingle anywhere, go straight home, you don't have to change from office to home. You wear the same clothes from the office uniform now. But when you get home, just to play safe, you don't bring your clothes from the streets into the house.
Of course.
You have, like, in my front door now, I made a little space there. I tell you, it looks like a dressing room in the mall, fitting room rather, not dressing room, fitting room. Make curtain.
Like in our shop, okay.
Like in your shop. Now, just imagine, bro, how many condo dwellers, my daughters, they're in a condo in BGC. How many will have to adjust from your footwear you don't bring in there to changing your clothes before going straight to the shower?
Correct. Yeah.
Because if you really want to play safe, you have to. I mean, it takes just one mistake.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. And I think it's kind of, you know, really in an extreme level because they showed also on the news that the droplets and how, you know, even speaking can actually, you know, spread the virus. So, I mean, there's so many moving parts.
Correct. The micro droplets, you call it, no? But you have to remember, you're just preparing for COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I feel deep inside, because of my training, because of my military background, you may call me paranoid. This is just the beginning. There will be other weaponized viruses.
Yeah.
You know, the death rate in America is so big already. They're already, I think, close to 50,000, which is the death
over
rate.
50,000, yeah.
of Vietnam War, which was a long period. Nalampasan na. This is kill yun. So,
Correct.
the sad part is, I am not seeing any other, gulo na to eh, yung there'll be somebody inventing, some mad scientist inventing. We just have a taste test now. Now,
Correct.
get this. Even when you ride your car,
Yes.
I'm switching from my rubber mats, floor
Yes.
mats, back to carpet.
Okay, why?
The dust goes in there, not on the rubber matting. I use kasi I'm an off-roader, so my matting is like yung rubber, parang hindi sa tela, rubber. So, but now I have to take that out because sometimes naipon talaga. You can really see the dirt there, the alikabok, the putik that. I want to go back to the original carpet muna. At least it goes into the carpet.
It absorbs,
dirt on your shoes, right?
Yes.
So that at least when I get home, maybe the next day, I can pull that out and make it pag away from the house, maybe on the garden. It will die there. It's too hot.
Yeah.
But let's see little things like that.
What preparations were you doing during that time? I mean, did you have? Because I'm sure a lot of our viewers are not really preppers per se yet. Could you run us through, what your mindset was, what you were preparing, what you had already? In those kinds of terms.
There are 7 things to prepare.
Okay.
And I'll run it through you very quickly. Water,
okay.
Food, shelter. You got to make sure your house, can accommodate you. Shelter. Okay. Energy. What's energy? Well, your extra batteries, even my LPG. My gasol, my tank. Look at everybody's looking where to buy the LPG now because they're running out. See?
Correct.
Even those
LPG
things,
and the battery, yeah.
But even well, you have rechargeables, of course, but some of my appliances still using the
traditional
average type, no?
Yes.
I have extra fuel. My cars are always full tank, especially now it's cheaper.
Yes.
Always.
It's almost free.
Full.
Yeah.
Just in case, at least you have. I have spare money. So much barya, small denomination. Okay. I probably have about 30,000 of small bills.
Small bills.
Because you still have to what you're gonna give out 1,000 pesos, and then that guy tells you, sir, I have no pakle. Sige, bye your house.
Correct.
Today I counted my maintenance medicine. I have hypertension. I'm not young anymore.
Okay.
I have 30 days left. I'm buying tomorrow for another 30, so at least I have 60 days. So yung cut off ko 30 days. So nakita ko kanina, oops, I have 30 days left. So tomorrow I'm gonna go to the drugstore, buy my 30 days. So technically I have a 30-day backup.
Stop. Yes, correct.
Stop. Just in case there's panic buying or nothing came in. No, can you imagine? The COVID didn't kill you, but your high blood pressure did. Isn't that?
Yeah. That's wow.
Yeah. So for your listeners, your folks, your parents, check out their stocks. Make sure they have extra, at least 30 days. Invest on it. You won't. My alarm went off for my dog food.
Correct.
I only have 30 days left. So now they have a problem with dog food. It's hard to look for dog food. See?
Correct.
So at my 30-day level just went off. I have one more pack. So I'm going to buy tomorrow. I found the source. So at least, that's still dogs. So, okay, so we have, again, water, food, shelter, energy, security.
Correct.
Oh, what security? Well, from your alarm system at home, your CCTV maybe, your mga whistle, that's still under security. Flashlights, under security. Of course, I'm military, so I have a legitimate license.
Firearms as well, yes.
Oh, because I live, in a, it's not really a village, and yet you just have to be secured. It's bad times,
Yes.
So that's under security. Oh, by the way, under security for radio communication. I have extra radios. I have so those things. Now, where were you? The last one, the sixth one, as I mentioned already, extra money.
The 7th.
Okay. The seventh is humans, family.
Okay.
There's no such thing as a Rambo, one-man army. In all the disaster I've been involved with, every time we do rescue, your last strength is really your first and last strength is really your family. You get your emotional support. Siyempre spiritual mo sa Diyos yun. But your moral booster, your strength, you draw it from your family.
Yeah.
Without your family, it's really difficult. Okay.
Correct.
And now, when I talk of humans, family, like in the house, somebody knows how to cook. I don't have to depend on kasambahay.
Yes.
One of my children cooks. One does this, one. So it's still an effort, everybody's effort.
So everyone has their own role. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a master's in dishwashing.
Mine naman is in washing.
I enjoy dishwashing now. It's like, wow, I never knew this can be something, before you just take it for granted. No. See? So these are the things and that you gotta prepare for. It was funny because when Taal went off, my son pulled out my prepper stocks of N95.
Okay.
I mean, abandoned. Maybe patong-patong. It's because it's like a cup, right? And had a picture taken, posted in Facebook. Okay. People were wondering, why do you have so much? Where did you get that? You're a hoarder. No, we're not a hoarder. We're preppers. This was bought years ago, and slowly we built up our stock. Yeah. But then there was a shortage. Okay, but see, I have to be honest with you. I did not see it's gonna be this long.
Yeah.
See, I was just preparing for the volcano, and then Taal stopped. But we're already starting getting signals from a virus outbreak in China. Yeah. And then by March 15, we all know, nag-lockdown na. Okay?
Correct.
And there was really a shortage. I have goods here for 30 days in a round robin. What is round robin? Well, I'm not going to consume this yet. I'll buy from the grocery and then first in, first out. So technically, I have 30 days of food. First in, first out. I don't have any expiring food because I'm going to consume it anyway. Okay. So when I buy, like scheduling another buy, I'll push in front the stock and put the fresh stock from the grocery as my standby.
Yeah.
So technically, it's a round robin.
Yeah.
Okay. Same with water.
So how many times would you go out? I mean, how many days would you go out? Would you go out grocery shopping like after 15 days or 30 days? I mean, when do you restock?
Oh,
more or less.
Right now I'm playing with 15 days. 15 just for days. For the fun of it. 15 days because to be honest, I enjoy doing grocery. I enjoy doing grocery.
Kaya lang kasi parang when you go out more, hindi ba parang you expose yourself more? So parang you'd prefer to be at home, right?
You really just have to protect yourself, your N95 or your surgical mask and just don't touch your face. If you touch the cart, make sure. I make baon those alcohol thing. Okay?
Yeah.
You just have to be very, very conscious. All right?
Correct.
Right now, as we speak, my wife came home with goodies from the grocery. She just decided to buy pizzerias. It's now laid out on a table outside here in the garage, being disinfected.
Disinfected, correct.
Being disinfected, before it's going to be brought up. See? Correct. So you have to be conscious of those things.
Usually prepping involves like the food that's kind of has a longer shelf life. I mean, is that really the case? Or are you able as a prepper also to like eat fresh food, fresh produce, or like maybe create like an urban garden or something like that? I know you also have something like that as well.
Well, I just had a long discussion with in Facebook and the prepper community.
Yeah.
Questioning how come I don't subscribe to meal ready to eat, like the military food, meal ready to eat. People are so gullible that as long as you have meal ready to eat, just like the armed forces, you're okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I tell you, you cannot eat that forever. Even the armed forces will eat that only when they go on a mission because they cannot cook in the forest or in the desert because there's smoke. You only take that out for a mission, but when you get back to base, it's the warm food in the cafeteria setting. Okay?
Correct.
So if too many people are watching Doomsday Prepper, which is giving them the wrong. No, you can. I don't eat or I don't store food that will last me 1,000 years.
Correct.
expiry.
Okay.
Nobody
Yes.
lives for 1,000 years. Kasi may mga nakalito nun, oh, this expiry date is matagal, it's long. Come on, the longer the shelf life, the shorter your life. Tanda mo yun, ha? The longer the shelf life,
Yes.
the shorter. Daming preservatives, eh. Okay. So, I put up my own urban farm here right here at home. I grow my veggies. You can follow me on Facebook. I've been getting a lot of inquiries. Imagine one drum, I put how many lettuce, I have arugula, you name it.
Yes.
I have tomatoes. Kanina, I told, when we were cutting tomatoes, pinahiwalay ko yung seeds. Tonight, I'm gonna make melon juice. Melon, papahiwalay ko yun. Everything I can, I'm a scavenger now. Get everything you can. Plant it.
Okay.
So, in the house, right in front of me is a papaya tree. But it's still a nice garden. You can see my background.
Yeah.
But in between, I have a couple of calamansi hiding there. It's still an ornamental garden behind me. But I incorporated.
But it's a functional garden. Yeah.
Yes, sure. So, now, believe it or not, I have chickens, free-range chicken here in the village.
Wow. Okay.
In a cage with wheels. Imagine a cage with wheels.
Oh,
it's
so,
flat
very
on the
mobile.
ground.
Yeah.
Every day I move it para fresh grass. Every day I pull it. There are, those gulong like in our trolleys when we were kids. Yung gulong na 4 inches. It has it. It's like a big cage. And then every day I have a dozen eggs. I have 16 hens. Every day I have brown eggs.
Super sustainable
so
pala talaga dito, ah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know why? My mother's side is from Tacloban, Leyte. When we got in there right after Yolanda, that's when I realized, oh my God, if they only planted. And they said, wait, even if you plant, if there's typhoon. Well, I took pictures. All the plants were not touched. The ones on the ground level were not blown away by Yolanda. I have pictures to prove it. Even the plants around the famous Cathedral of Palo, where the Pope went to say Mass, but he wasn't able to. The plants there were not touched by the storm because the wind is up there, not down here. The air,
so the root wind, crops like yung mga potatoes and all of those things, nandiyan yan lahat.
Bro, I took a picture of a freaking orchid still hanging on the backwood of a house.
Grabe.
No damage. So I said, if people only planted, even if the relief effort came 2 weeks later, you got something to eat. I have my little urban garden here. So, meron ako sustainability. The other day, people were laughing at me. I was stopping at the sidewalk, picking up cut wood from the trees. Yung mga nagpo-pruning kasi patay na. Now I have a bunch here in my sidewalk. But just in case there's no more LPG, I still gotta cook.
Correct.
O sabi ng iba, but you have induction oven. How sure are you there's gonna be power later on? What if it's an earthquake? You have no electricity.
Yeah.
Well, the problem in the modern life we have now? Microwave, induction oven, electric toaster. Even to boil our water, it's all electric. The buildings in BGC, they banned LPG. It's all induction. Most of the buildings are using induction. What if there's no power? And they said, no, but our buildings have generator. Excuse me, your generator's only for your elevator and your common area. There's nothing
not for
in your
everything.
room.
Yes, correct.
It's not for everything. So these are the things that you have to think about. Just in case, for the love of family, you're ready. It's always been my battle guy. If you love your family, prepare. Correct. I said, but it's expensive. Well, I see the cell phone you're holding looks like an iPhone.
Yeah.
If you can afford that, you can afford to prepare. If you can afford to throw a party, to have an inuman with your barkada, to throw a baptism, maybe a wedding, a birthday, you name it. If you can afford to do that, you can prepare. It's not that expensive. Prepare. Yeah. I tell you so much inquiries for how do we become a prepper. Prepared. Not a doomsday prepper, a disaster prepper. I want to remove that word doomsday.
Yes,
Mali yun eh. Doomsday, end of the world soon. Pag doomsday. No, disaster prepper. Look at Noah. Noah is the original prepper. Yeah. Think about it. God told him to prepare an ark, a boat.
Yeah.
Bring in 2 of each. Hey, he's a prepper. He was a prepper.
Correct.
See?
Correct.
So that's all I'm saying.
pandemic that we are experiencing right now, still we are not in the pinaka like extreme pa rin. Kasi you have your electricity, you have your internet, you have your water, right? You can still go and get food, right? But I think moving forward, people will be more aware. I think there's a switch that turned on in people na talagang, hey, you know, we really have to prepare not just for this pandemic, but moving forward to other things. And I think that industry will go into more of like a self-sustainable kind of attitude or mindset, you know, moving forward. I mean, would you agree with that kind of a
Yes.
sentiment, you know, more solar and all of these things?
Yes. Look at it. Look at what happened. No, with this incident, no? Things really change.
Yeah.
And now suddenly, the atmosphere, the pollution level is down. The atmosphere is clean. The air is clean. You can see mountains already before you could see in Manila. Sana we keep it up. We hope we can keep it up, but you know, it will really disrupt the economy if you stop the factories. It will really disrupt the travel if you know. But there will be more consciousness now. You're correct, Franco, when you said somebody posted on Facebook, "Wow, this is the big one," and I answered, "No, sir, this is not yet the big one. You still have electricity, water, you still have telecommunication, you still have Netflix, you still have internet, you still have mobile. The bridges are still up. When the big one strikes us, that's gone. That's gonna be all gone. And let's see. Ito pa lang, it's driving us crazy already. What more? When you lose those little things we take for granted. See? So you're correct. It will change.
What will be the new normal? I mean, Tito, I mean, like moving forward, okay. I mean, definitely there might be something, or we should prepare ourselves moving forward for other bigger things. But I mean, now, you know, in the current situation, based on your discussions with different people, I mean, what are we seeing moving forward? I mean, we extended our ECQ to up to May 15. What's next? What do you think?
I think government would really have to exert effort on what you call risk communication. Risk communication is cascading the message. We might put down our guards. Sabi natin, oh, okay, we're flattening the curve. You know, it's like things are going to be okay. And then we bring down our guards. And look what happened to Singapore. Look what happened to Singapore. It went back.
Yes. In Japan also.
Yes. Nagano sila medyo, okay, we're cool. Well, let's put it this way, brother. It's just like you got tested for HIV and you're negative. And then because you're negative, you go out and having fun again.
Yeah.
With no protection, with no, you know what I mean? You're not practicing safe sex.
Yes.
It's the same thing with COVID. I'm okay. I'm negative. I'm clean. I don't have to wear that thing. I can touch anything. Oh, there you go again. It may come back. You know what's the scary part? I've been asking around even in my neighborhood, how come this COVID thing sounds like it's only for the people who can afford? How come we're not hearing any news about our urban poor?
Yes.
How come the drivers, the amo got sick, pero the drivers are okay? The amo got sick, the kasambahay didn't get sick. There's something here. How come? It's scary. Now, maybe because of that, they feel that they can just, that's why they're out in the streets.
Yes.
They say, I'm immune kami dyan. We're immune.
Wala yan. Yeah.
Hey, we don't know. We don't know yet. Okay, so that everything will change, brother.
Well, my last question would be, you know, for our viewers who are very curious about, you know, what you're doing and your advocacies, and especially in terms of urban gardening and disaster preparedness. I mean, where should they visit you? On Facebook, Instagram?
There's no more eye contact with my audience, and I enjoy public speaking, but it's gonna change. Just stand by. We'll be posting. Kasi I was told, come up with 5 minute, you know, like TED talk, a 5 minute, para hindi ka mag-drop certain modules. You know, you have from young people to what you call millennials, all the way to seniors, even PWDs. I have to think it changes. Another page just for public. I call it Sergeant Prepper, not Sergeant Pepper. Sergeant Prepper. There's a logo. It's already registered. It's like a platform where you can even download the checklist of what you need.
Correct. Yes, yes, that's important.
You can download this and even put links on where to buy it and just refer them to there and so on and so on. Okay.
Hi, Tito. Maraming salamat, ha. I really appreciate your time and sharing this. You know, maraming matutulungan itong discussion natin, and I'm sure it will open more curiosity in terms of disaster preparedness and what do you call this? Urban farming and all of these things that, you know, you are your passion talaga.
Sige. But before, just last words. Remember the 3 P's. Tatlong P, ha?
Yes.
Plan, prepare, and pray.
Correct.
Alam mo yan. You plan your survival now, your preparedness, you prepare, and then you pray. Pray that whatever you prepared, you will not use it. You don't have to use it.
God bless, Tito. Maraming salamat. Stay safe.
Salamat sa'yo. Good evening and mabuhay ka.
Good evening.